Hello students, today we will learn about chapter number 10, Gravitation of class 9th. In chapter 8 and 9, we have learnt about the motion of objects and force as the cause of motion. In this chapter, we shall learn about gravitation and the universal law of gravitation. Gravitation force. The attractive force between any two objects of the universe placed at a certain distance apart is called gravitation. Universal law of gravitation. Every object in the universe attracts every other object with a force which is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. The force is along the line joining the centers of two objects. Let two objects A and B of masses m and m lie at a distance d from each other as shown in figure. Let the force of attraction between two objects be F. According to the universal law of gravitation, the force between two objects is directly proportional to the product of their masses, where g is the constant of proportionality and is called the universal gravitation constant. Free fall. Let us try to understand the meaning of free fall by performing this activity. Take a stone, throw it upwards. It reaches a certain height and then it starts falling down. We learned that the earth attracts objects towards it. This is due to the gravitational force. Whenever objects fall towards the earth under this force alone, we say that the objects are in free fall. When an object falls towards the center of another object, celestial body, under the effect of its gravity alone, we call it as free fall. Weight and masses. Weight is defined as the force exerted upon a body due to the gravity. Weight is a vector quantity and variable in nature. It is expressed in Newton N. Weight of an body on moon surface Gm is equal to Ge upon 6. Mass is a measure of quantity of matter contained in a body. It is constant quantity. It is expressed in kilogram. Thrust and pressure. Have you ever wondered why a camel can run in his desert easily? Why an army tank weighing more than 1,000 tons rests upon a continuous chain? Why a truck or a motor bus has much wider tires? Why cutting tools have sharp edges? In order to address these questions and understand the phenomena involved, it helps to introduce the concept of the net force in a particular direction, thrust, and the force per unit area acting on the object concerned. Thrust. Force acting on an object perpendicular to the surface is called thrust. The SI unit of thrust is same as force, that is Newton. Pressure. Thrust acting per unit area is called pressure. SI unit Pascal or Newton meter per square. Pressure in fluids. All liquids and gases are fluids. A solid exerted pressure on a surface due to its weight. Similarly, fluids have weight and they also exert pressure on the base and walls of the container in which they are Enclosed. Pressure exerted in any confined mass of fluid is transmitted undiminished in all directions. Buoyancy. Upward force exerted by a liquid on a body. When objects are immersed in a fluid, they experience a buoyant force, buoyancy, or upthrust. It depends on the density of the fluid, density, mass per unit volume. Why objects float or sink when placed on the surface of water? If density of object less than density of fluid, then object floats. And if density of object greater than density of fluid, then object sink. Archimedes principle. When an object is immersed wholly or partly in a liquid, it experiences a buoyant force or upthrust which is equal to the weight of liquid displaced by the object. Archimedes' principle has many applications. It is used in designing ships and submarines, lactometers, which are used to determine the purity of a sample of milk, and hydrometers used for determining density of liquids are based on this principle. Relative density, ratio of mass any volume of the substance to the mass of an equal volume of water. Relative density is equal to density of substance upon density of water. Since the relative density is a ratio of similar quantities, it has no unit.